What a day. What a day, guys. We're sitting on 99.81% of the votes counted. So we began to see the dynamics play out. People started to put out their initial positions on where they stand. What are their terms and conditions? Earlier in the day, we heard from Julius Malema at this very results center, saying some dynamics, about what's going to happen, saying he's not going anywhere. Those of you who were asking, where is Julius Malema going to go? He's not going anywhere. But let's be realistic. What are we doing here? What did you think he was going to say? This election outcome, although it's very hard on the EFF for them to accept that they didn't grow, that they actually lost votes, this election is a result of a very strong player emerging on the scene, a player who understands organizational dynamics. You don't have to like him. That's the reality. So I want to start off this show by discussing something called stature. Stature. A person's natural height. The importance or reputation gained by ability or achievement. Gravitas. The weight that is carried by the aura of a being. Jacob Zuma displayed that today. In a different way, Julius Malema also displayed it. But Jacob Zuma displayed it today. I saw something at the results center that was incredible. Just incredible. And I'm going to show you what I saw. You're not going to believe it. When Jacob Zuma arrived at the results center with short notice, there were whispers in the air, and then I didn't even know there were this many journalists here. I didn't even know there were this many cameras in this facility. But what I saw convinced me that the man has stature. He was like a rock star on the floor of an election center. This is what it must feel like. I guess if I met Burna Boy, maybe that's what I would do. I'd be like, Burna, don't ban me. What I saw here. It's incredible. So I had to rush just to put this content out, let you see for yourself, fresh out of the box, what Jacob Zuma did to this crowd. These are journalists, bruh. Journalists went to all these universities, got selected, got promoted at the top of their game. And this is how this man made them feel. Watch this. Just watch it.
You can't be alone.
When is not there.
Look at the popularity of Zuma with the media core. Look at this stampede right here. Look at this stampede. The media is stampeding. To see the game changer, the chess player. The media is fighting for a shot. Seats are breaking. Equipment is breaking. People are falling to the floor. The man is causing a pandemonium on the election floor. Security requesting media to move. He is causing pandemonium on the floor. There is pandemonium on the floor right now. Pandemonium on the floor, as you can see. I've never seen a politician pull this off. The media turning into groupies. A groupie media. The media has turned into groupies. Feet are breaking. People are shaking. The last man who did this was called JESUS. And apparently the ANC is going to rule until he comes back. And here he is meeting you again somewhere. As he said, can you see the pandemonium? Can you see the pandemonium? Ukhonto usagwaza. Ukhonto
The president has come. So
uyagwaza ama-journalists ayabhekela. Ukhanyisa abanye ukujabulisa never before on this IEC floor have these feelings.
this is not safe. This is his high. This is his high. So the president. Now the
He has to say something and then closer to them.
Someone will collaborate you guys from over here. Stay with me, no problem. This is the president. Look at this mayhem. Look at these guys running like this. Look at the Jacob Zuma effect. You think Jacob Zuma has no stature? Grown men and women, they're running for Zuma. Adults, people's fathers, people's mothers. Look at this. Mothers and fathers are breaking legs here. Look at your mothers and fathers. Look at the groupies. Only Rihanna and Beyonce do this groupie thing. Relax. Where have you seen groupies like this? With all due respect to my colleagues, I have never seen such levels of groupie-dom in 50 years, 70 years. How many groupies can you put in a group? It's cheeky, but there is content. Look at the groupies. Look at the groupies. Look at the groupies. It's a groupie thing right now. All due respect to the peers, the colleagues. But here are the groupies running after the winner of this election by many people's estimations. Your father is running for Jacob Zuma. Your mother is running for Jacob Zuma. You thought it was cool that she's at the IOC. This is how she pays rent. Watch this. Bazokanja umighty Jamie. Bazokanja umighty Jamie. There he goes. Flowers are breaking. Elders are shaking. Pandemonium on the floor. Look at the effects. Look at what the man is doing to adults. These are your parents, serious journalists. I'm not their parents. I have never seen.
Some of you guys go this way. Why don't you lead the way?
I don't even know what's happening. Here I'm covering the
We have been leading the way.
My
This
story.
way.
Oh, okay.
Next batch. You want to pull the channel. Where is he going to be? But at the bind down in the auditorium. Yeah, down there. So, which way?
So the main facility was too big for the big man. And as you saw, journalists breaking legs, twerking, all manner of shaking. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, guys. If it's a bit funny, my bad. I'm trying to be serious. trying to be serious. So we're moving to the other facility now as the famous Twang spokesperson. So we're moving to a different part of the facility. Gallagher, as you can see, is quite vast. Your boy managed to get through. Yeah, no, ubukhali lo mkhonto ubukhali. Sure. Perfect. So now they've moved the event to here, but the lighting is not great. Yo, I've never seen the media run for somebody like this.
So, I mean, if you've seen those scenes are incredible, right? Those scenes are incredible. But I just want to briefly discuss where we are right now. Where we are right now, the markets through News 24 have started letting it be known that if there is an ANC, MK, EFF coalition, any of those two, the rand is going to fall. We saw some investment bankers today, throughout the day, articulate that position. I have it in my notes here. Let me just tell you who said it. Give me 1 sec. I'm looking for my notebook. Give me 1 sec. When I record this, I just go, bruh. I just go with the flow. So I'm gonna tell you, this is what was being said by media houses, not media houses, by these what you call them? Hey man, I'm taking long now to find this section. Here we go. My apologies for the intermission there. my bad. All right, so Brad Preston from Preston Analysis, he's the Chief Investment Officer. Another person who spoke about this, Peter Armitage, they spoke about this in News 24. He's the CEO and Chief Investment Officer of Anchor Capital. Mike Adet, he's the Chief Investment Officer of Momentum Investments. They have said that the rand will fall, but if you get an ANC-DA coalition, the rand will rise. Right now, do you believe that or don't you believe that? That's up to you. But what I want to say is that what this is evident of is that you have thought leaders in finance. You have market shapers in finance beginning to say, if we see ANC, EFF, the rand is going to fall. And what they mean is that they're not going to have confidence in the rand. They're going to start buying US dollars. And as they buy more and more US dollars, the market is going to get the sentiment from chief investment officers at big investment vehicle places that actually the rand is not an asset to hold right now. And one thing that money is it's nervous. Money. Who is money nervous like? I can't even think. Money is more nervous than a mosquito when you're clapping in the room, you know? But that's how nervous money is. Money is as nervous as that cat that was learning boxing. If it sees any panic, because this is stuff that people have worked for all their life, for decades upon decades. They panic and they take money out because they don't want to be the last ones holding the check, right? And this is why when investors, chief investment officers speak like this, they can affect a currency. So we are seeing narrative building. We are seeing a formation of a narrative and a preference. And the premise of this narrative building is the following, that these parties will pursue left-leaning policies, and left-leaning policies are not market-friendly, and as a result of that, this is the premise, that the economy will begin to have some difficulties. And the other premise that they have is that every policy and everything that has been said by Julius Malema or Jacob Zuma will be implemented. I think that both of those premises are stretches when investigated thoroughly. I don't think that there is an appetite from anybody in South Africa to destroy the currency or to pursue their most radical policies. Let me give you an example, and I want you to go verify this by yourself, and I want to come down because this is serious chat. In the UK, the Labour Party right now is polling well ahead. They are set to win. They have generally very progressive policies, but they have said we can't do a lot of our progressive stuff because we don't have the budget. So they're looking at the realities on the ground and saying there's no money. So I don't think that it's necessarily true that everything that Julius said in the manifesto he'll want on day one, or even Jacob Zuma for that matter. I also don't think we should accept everything that investment bankers say because they have money. Investment bankers and rich people are the same ones who said that Roger Dedin could win an election and they gave him 35 million rands. He couldn't even get out of the gates. So everything that is said by people who are wealthy and phenomenal and talented in maths, etc., is not always true. We have to weigh what they say and contrast with other things. But private equity companies in particular have an agenda to see the full privatization of water, electricity, as well as other sectors, which they will then benefit from owning those assets and managing and at a later stage selling off. This is what has been done in a lot of countries. This is what has been done by Vanguard and BlackRock in America. You should look it up. It's quite significant. They do this for profit and not for the benefit of the people. Now, I want to just say that the market has given their view. Jacob Zuma has given his views. Julius Malema has given his views. I'm hearing that within the ANC, there are people who are saying that they're happy to try to work with Julius, and some people are saying that Cyril can even go. But Cyril himself apparently is leaning towards doing a deal with the DA, and that they're going to avail funds to try to make that a popular opinion of the NEC. That's just the rumors. You know, when you're here, everything is... They come to me, they come to the scientist, the dissector, and they spill the tea. So that's one of the things that could potentially happen. There's going to be an NEC meeting. There's going to be some meetings where people are going to have tough decisions. But everyone right now has just set up shop. Everything that they're saying, I think you should take with a grain of salt. We are now in negotiations. When you are negotiating, you don't say what you want day one. You say your highest level, and then you start to talk. Because if you start with everything that you want, they will negotiate you down, you'll make a loss. If ever you've been in a market where negotiation is the game, you know how it works. So right now we're going to have to see, as things unfold, what the real terms and conditions are. There are probably discussions happening in Stellenbosch as we speak, because there are people in Stellenbosch who have large say on how the rand moves, and you know who they are. You know who they are. If you don't know who they are, read the book Stellenbosch Mafia by Peter du Toit. He spills all the tea. He thought he was attacking one guy, but he was spilling the tea about everybody. He thought he was attacking Marcus Euster only, but he told us everything. We saw the whole picture. Thank you, Peter. Right, now, there's something I want to leave you with. This is a very serious question. What role should investment bankers play in composing a government? At what point is it abuse of power for financiers to release statements about what a currency will do at the onset of negotiations between elected public representatives? Is it kosher? Is it halal for investment bankers to use the fact that they have access to the levers of the economy and the currency for them to deliberately start trying to influence the ideological positions of a nation? If a nation says, we want 40% to this left party, we want another 10% to this left party, and another 15% to this left party, is it appropriate for an investment firm, any investment firm, to say, no, I hear what the people are saying, but me, I know better. And if you think I don't know better, I will sell your money and make your money worthless. Is that appropriate? Is that appropriate? You tell me. You tell me. But thanks everybody for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. Thank you to everybody who's loving the content. Thank you to everyone who is giving me tough comments. I love you all. Help me get sharper. Help me get better. We need content like this, which is honest, which is edgy, which is helping you understand all of the issues that are unfolding as they are unfolding. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.